Hello Capricorn, thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Star Tarot by Kathy McLeland. There's a website for Kathy if you'd like to check out whatever else she has going on. I don't think I've seen this website yet, but now I really want to. So if you feel the need, feel free to freeze frame on that if you need to write that down or check that out. I'm thinking she has some cool stuff on there, and now I really want to check it out. Supportive Oracle cards, Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. I'm pretty confident Lucy has a bunch of other decks. Could be wrong. Illustrated by Jesse Reish. And it's a Hay House product that's at the bottom. You might have to search up Hay House. I think that website is still active, but if you don't, just use a search engine to find Hay House, because I know Hay House is still active. Okay. What do we have for Capricorn? I'm feeling very comfortable. This is good. Your energy is like really comfortable. I'm hoping you're very comfortable. Things are in line the way they should be. Okay, we got the Two of Cups kind of around the situation. Are you staying out of something? Okay. Are you staying out of something? Is that why you're comfortable? Because you're just like, I'm just not going to do it. I'm just not going to go over there. I'm just not going to go over there. Should you be, though? Would it benefit Capricorn to be a part of this situation? Because we're talking about something going on around you. The Four of Fire. There's a bond, and then the Lover's card. This doesn't have to be a romance reading, and then I'm going to show you this card. That is there. That doesn't have to be. Just a lot of times when I see these, especially for general reads, it's like somebody you have a very tight bond with. It doesn't have to have anything to do with a sexual connection. So, like best friend, family member, somebody that you care for, somebody that has cared for you when you were growing up, something like that. A very tight bond. Somebody you're very strongly bonded with the Four of Wands as well. They're talking to other people, but they're not telling you. What does that mean? Like, if they're not telling you, how are you supposed to do anything about it? There's a lot of side... Okay, there may be communication going on with this person, but they're not telling you what's wrong. When I have these two knights going at each other, I'm kind of like, this is interesting how they're looking to me. It's within the same person. It's kind of like, I feel like they don't want to tell you what's going on with them, because they did make some mistakes. They did. There's a third knight on their side too, which is probably going with air. So does it match air? Yeah, it does match air. They need to get themselves out of this situation. They're just not doing it just yet. They need to get to this one. They got these two knights going on within them, and I feel like what they want to do versus what they know they should do is kind of having a battle, a tug of war, a push-pull, if you will. This knight, the actual action needs to come into play. Once they actually take action and start changing something, like they need to move forward one way or another. If they start moving forward, success will come from them, come into the play here. There's something a little bit uneasy about it. Are you, like, how aware is Capricorn of this? Like, to what degree? The Four is the Emperor, and then Earth, the Knight of Earth. You know something's going on there. That's the fourth. That's the fourth knight. You're the fourth knight. The one missing is you. You need to help them stabilize. Well, you don't need to. You can. I feel like this is worth it for you. It's time to get involved. Call it out for the truth. The Emperor is very truthful. And I feel like I need to kind of address this wheel going on in this person's life. And I'm like, all right, hold on. First of all, get the brakes for the wheel. Like, put the brakes on the wheel. we don't know where it's going to stop, but if you start putting on the brakes, it'll slow it up. And once it's stopped, at least we can make decisions from once it's stopped. So let's stop the wheel. Let's stop spinning it. I feel like I'm on, what was that, The Price is Right, where they just keep spinning the wheel and spinning the wheel and spinning the wheel. It's like, stop spinning the wheel so I can stop. Like, stop spinning the wheel so I can stop. And I feel like it's kind of like, stop spinning it, and I'm going to try to slow it down. And wherever it stops, and let's just deal with where it stops. So let's let it kind of rest. It's almost like a roulette wheel, almost, too. It's kind of like, same thing. Let's stop spinning it. Stop spinning it faster and faster. Stop that so we can let the ball land where it's going to land. And when it does, we can deal with where it lands, what shakes out here. So I feel like you're kind of holding back here. But I feel like this isn't really hard for you because the other person's the one who has to put it in line. They just need somebody to kind of bring in the reality. Again, you're the fourth horseman here. The fourth horseman, that sounds ominous, doesn't it? You're the fourth horseman, though. All right, enough of the games, enough of the blah, 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 enough of the thinking what I want to do versus what I should do. Stop. Let's let it settle. Once it settles, make a decision and let's move on it. You just seem to be kind of bringing in reality, like stop. And then once it settles, I feel like you're seeing all this stuff in front of them. You're not making decisions for them. I don't think you have any interest in that. If they want to know what you would do, I feel like you're stepping back a little bit. Like, you're kind of like, let it settle, make a decision. And then it's kind of like, if they ask me, I'll tell them, but I'm waiting for them to ask me. There's a lot of mystery here. I feel like I'm not getting too deep into it. I'm basically saying stop goofing off and figure out what you have. So it's like whatever's going on, it's like stop, let the situation settle, and evaluate what you actually have in front of you. Stop, let it settle. I feel like I have to keep saying it like 3 or 4 times. Like stop. Let things calm down. Stop chasing the dog all over the house, for example. Stop chasing the dog, stop chasing the kids. Stand in one place, and as they pass you, catch them and put them and get them in control. So let them come to you, and make sure once you've done that, like, all right, you stay over in this room and then block it so they can't get out, and then just keep everybody in the same room, and as they keep coming to you, all right, let's settle it. Okay. You aren't getting too deeply involved in this. You're just pointing out, if to you it's going to seem like you're pointing out the obvious. Stop the wheel from turning. Stop it. I feel like that's what you're doing for this person. It's not going to go bad. I feel like there's really strong energy where you don't want to be I don't want to be a part of it. And the reason I don't want to be a part of it is because I'm afraid it's going to go really bad. And I don't want to have a hand in that. And just like, Capricorn doesn't get involved in situations to fail. You know what I mean? Like if we're going to use money as an example, if you're going to give away your money, it's because it's to a charity you believe in. So it's kind of like you're still investing. Like if you give money, or if you give it to a person, you're like, I care about them. I believe they're going to make good with it. So I'm giving it with purpose. I'm giving it for a reason. Capricorn isn't one to just kind of like, oh, I have an extra $50 in change. Let me just throw it into a fountain, see what happens. Like that's not Capricorn. That is not Capricorn. So it's kind of like you don't get involved to fail. And like even if you give away money, you give it away with purpose, not for nothing. If you do. I don't want to get too involved because I don't feel like this is stable, whatever this person's doing. Things can go better for them. They don't see it. I don't know if they're going to really ask you for your opinion, but I do feel like when you tell them to let it settle, it kind of snaps into focus like, oh, Capricorn's paying attention. And it makes them realize like, oh, if Capricorn looks at what I did, I want to at least be able to say, well, I made a good choice. Or at least I thought I made a good choice, and have something to back up like why I made the choice I did. Your influence, like I don't see you telling this person what to do, but your influence, your presence, like it kind of impresses on them like, oh, I got to make a smart decision, like I got to make this worth it. Like Capricorn obviously knows something's not right here, so if they ask anything deeper, I want to make sure I can at least from this point forward, I tried to make a good decision or I tried to make a smart decision. You're having that influence on them. That fourth horseman again. There's a lot here they don't lose. Something was lost, but it seems like it's past tense at this point. Like the wheel has to settle. That might be what caused the wheel to start turning. There was loss that happened. Two of Wands, quick things moving around. A lot of... there's a lot of verbal blah, 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 blah going on here. That's another thing that needs to be grounded. If there's a lot of people talking, we need to kind of like, all right, let's everybody bring it down and just be quiet for a second. And then one by one, in fact, if we can just everybody write down their thoughts and then we can just kind of group them all together and just find out how we all feel, get all the information together and try to build it. This is one of the rare times I would say like a Zoom call. If there's a lot of people involved, it would probably be good because you can mute people so people can't interrupt. One person talks at a time, and then like if you have the right person in control, we're going to only allow one person to talk, and other people who are trying to interject just they can talk, but nobody's going to hear them. That way, each person has their turn to really explain what they're thinking and where they're coming from, and we can sort this out. Something did go wrong, but I also see you stepping back from it. Something did definitely go wrong here, so I'm not going to pretend like it didn't. But I also see, like, this isn't anything you need to own. I get the Seven of Swords, like, yeah, other people made mistakes and other people can pick that up. You don't have to be a part of it. I don't see you taking part in the detriment. Let's just be sure. Six of Cups and the Justice card. You made good decisions with this, is what I'm getting. You made the proper decisions. Since you made the right decisions, why should you have a part of the detriment? Other people made decisions. That's other people's problems to clean up their mess. So good for them. I feel like you're going to be fine with this. I don't see you getting like really deep into the situation, but pushing your influence just enough to say, hey, figure it out. Like, all right, enough of the foolishness. Figure it out. That will bring it down. People will feel your influence. It will bring it together. It will move on. They'll make decisions. I'm not saying it's going to be a perfect way out of it, but they'll start going back towards success. This will get a lot better. And I feel like just step back again. You don't have to be a part of it. So it's like you just got to get close enough so people know you're watching so that they stop fooling around. Well, so let's say stop fooling around and they get themselves together and they do something to get out of the mess and then pull back again and then let them sort it out. Your influence is there, but I don't feel like you have to be in it. Did I make sense with that? I hope I did. Because I feel like you're too far out. They're like, come close, look in the window, say, hey, y'all, keep it together, get it together. And then when they start pulling it together, pull back a little bit more. And then they're like, oh, before Capricorn comes back again, let me get my crap together. And then I don't think you're going to have to come back towards it again, and I think we can move on from it. This isn't your mess, so I don't feel like you want that much detail into it anyway. But they're saying, go closer, like let people know, hey, get it together. And then just pull back again, and then, you're going to keep your eye on it to a point anyway. You'll see that it starts to congeal the way it needs to, then step back out again. Does that make sense? Is there something else I'm supposed to say? I think that's it. Because I don't see you having to pay for anything or deal with anything that you didn't cause. They're like, just come a little bit closer, just so people know you're watching, so they snap into focus, and then pull back again, and you'll be fine. That way this moves on. This ridiculousness moves on, and you're happier, they're happier, everybody's happier. Good? Good. All right, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.